Welcome to Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine. I'm your host, Jill Jardine, Master's in Counseling Psychology, longtime astrologer, psychic, healer, yogi, Sanskrit mantra instructor, and now author. That's right. My new book, Sacred Sound Formulas to Awaken the Modern Mind, has been published. And in this episode, you're going to get a tidbit from the book, including mantras that can help you in your life. So stay tuned. Welcome to the episode featuring my new book, Sacred Sound Formulas to Awaken the Modern Mind, Sanskrit Mantra Techniques to Raise Your Vibration by Parashakti Jill Jardine with Dr. Alexi Jardine Martel. In this episode, I'm going to read from the book, inspire you with ideas and inspirations that are part of the book, and then read the chapter on removing obstacles, the Ganesha principle. So get your copy now at www.jilljardine.com and read along. So I'm going to share from the book now, starting on page 21, the section entitled Important Concepts. Feel free to get your book and read along, or just be inspired to get your copy now. So, several key factors enhance the effectiveness of mantra chanting, helping it generate more positive results. One of these concepts is the power of frequency. The famous quote by the inventor Nikola Tesla is, quote, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration," end quote, is finally being understood by those bringing in the new paradigm of healing, which includes using light technology and vibrational medicine. Sanskrit mantra chanting is an ancient sound technology that works through energy, vibration, and frequency. As a vibrational language, its power arises from the energetic impact of the sounds released when chanting. Pronouncing a mantra creates a particular physical vibration in the form of sound. The sound vibration generates distinct effects in both the physical body and subtle body. These specific energetic impacts are understood as the very meaning of the mantra that produces them. In essence, the true power of a mantra lies not in its literal Sanskrit translation, but in the transformative effect its repeated sound vibrations have on the person chanting it. Sanskrit is a vibrational language which resonates at a frequency that is higher than other spoken words or sounds. Our energetic vibration creates our reality. As the Buddha said, quote, "We do not see the world as it is, rather we see the world as we are," end quote. The habitual ego thought forms that typically make up most of our conscious mental experience frame our world and direct our attention. Accordingly, we are then either successfully or unsuccessfully recognizing opportunities and threats in our surroundings. Unrecognized opportunities cannot help us, and imagined threats can torment us. So it is imperative that we are able to align more effectively with reality as it is, without the cloud of illusion that our mind habitually traffics in, called Maya in Sanskrit. Our mental patterns can be thought of as vibrational frequencies. Lower vibrations bind us to illusion and suffering. Higher vibrations free us, aligning us with the higher dimensional reality always available, but seldom recognized. Sanskrit mantras call upon the highest frequencies of the universe and connect us with the life current of divinity. The book of John opens, quote, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God," unquote. The Vedic tradition of ancient India agrees. The word is Om. Sound healing has become popular in yoga and holistic spaces using crystal bowls, Tibetan bowls, drums, and gongs. I was trained as a gong healer and use it to clear and raise vibration at the end of classes or workshops. When sound healing is applied, it offers many benefits to students. Chanting Sanskrit mantras produces the same effects. except the only instrument needed is one's own voice. You become the instrument and feel the vibration move through your body. The gong and Sanskrit chanting enhance healing by creating space for the mind to release and the subconscious to clear. Both work through the body's subtle energetic pathways, the nadis in Sanskrit and meridians in Chinese medicine, softening blocks, improving circulation, and reducing tension. Emotional transformation follows as sound reorganizes energy within the body and calms the nervous system. Our chakras, energetic gateways linked to the glands, align and activate, supporting greater awareness and expanded consciousness. When the gong is played with proper technique and mantras are articulated with precise pronunciation, they generate coherent vibrational patterns that facilitate the synchronization of neural pathways, thereby promoting optimal physiological function. Conversely, practitioners lacking adequate training or expertise in sound healing may inadvertently produce dissonant or incoherent frequencies, which can lead to adverse effects such as headaches and other symptoms. As sound healing has entered the mainstream, many individuals claim expertise in playing the gong or other sound instruments without proper training, which can sometimes result in causing more harm than healing. The transmission of mantras through an experienced teacher ensures the preservation of their authentic vibrational integrity, safeguarding against incoherence and maintaining their therapeutic efficacy as established within traditional lineages. Part of what makes mantra chanting so effective is its tangible energetic impact on the body. My teacher, Namadeva Acharya, Thomas Ashley Frond, explained, quote, "This is because mantras are composed of chakra-based sounds. Each of the 50 letters in the Sanskrit alphabet corresponds to one of the 50 petals found across the first 6 chakras, from the base of the spine up to the brow center. The sacred Vedic text, known as the Upanishads, described how advanced spiritual adepts possess the ability to actually see the Sanskrit letters inscribed on the petals of the chakras." Unquote. Namadeva explained further, quote, "When a Sanskrit mantra is spoken, the corresponding petals on the chakra vibrate in spiritual resonance. This activates and energizes each petal, tuning it to a higher frequency. As a result, ambient spiritual energy in the surrounding space is drawn toward the individual chanting the mantra." Unquote. In this way, mantras influence both the physical body and the spiritual consciousness. We grow not only in spirit, but also in form. In addition to our minds, our physical bodies also benefit from the positive vibrational impact of Sanskrit mantras. By chanting mantras, we can help manifest our desired outcomes by drawing them into tangible form. Mantras have only approximate translations in spoken language. Their true meaning lies in the experience they evoke within the individual who chants them. From the original seer, or creator, to the many who have chanted it since, each mantra gains an experiential definition. It is known by the specific energetic effect it produces. For example, the Lakshmi mantra, Om Shri Mahalakshmiye Namaha, calls upon Lakshmi, the goddess of prosperity. It is chanted to attract abundance or to cultivate a felt sense of trust that one's needs are being fulfilled. This was the original energetic impression received by the seer, and it has continued to resonate with practitioners throughout the ages. Chanting Sanskrit mantras activates and amplifies prana, the vital force that underlies all functions of the body and mind: breathing, circulation, digestion, movement, and thought. While prana flows through the physical body, it is not physical itself. It belongs to the subtle body. Remarkably, prana can be consciously transferred between individuals. Some healers work through the intentional transmission of this energy. Self-healing is also possible by directing prana to a specific organ. When a mantra is chanted while visualizing an internal organ bathed in light, The vibrational power of the mantra can become focused in that area, bringing profound and beneficial effects. So that was an excerpt from the introduction of the book, and now I'm going to come to chapter 3, Mantras to Remove Obstacles, the Ganesha Principle. Who is Ganesha and why does he have an elephant head? Known as Ganapati and Ganesha, he is the elephant-headed god revered by Hindus. According to legend, he was created by his mother Parvati during a time of loneliness while her husband Shiva, the divine masculine, was away for long periods of time. As the embodiment of the divine mother and the very power of the universe, Parvati desired a companion and protector. To fulfill this need, she created a handsome boy. One day, as she went to take a bath, she told Ganesha to stand guard and prevent any intruders from entering. While she was bathing, Shiva returned home, anxious to see his beloved wife, but an impetuous 12-year-old boy stopped him and demanded he halt. Shiva was taken by the handsome lad, but then proceeded to enter the house. Ganesha refused to let Shiva enter, and Shiva became quite perturbed, asking this young upstart if he knew who he was messing with. Ganesha, not knowing this was his father or his universal status and power, responded by saying he didn't care who he was, but he couldn't enter the home. Shiva became so enraged he sent an angry glance from his third eye to the boy, which cut off his head, and it fell to the ground. Parvati rushed out of the bath, transforming into the wrathful Kali, raging as Shiva. The Lord of all realms was no match for his angry wife. Shiva explained he did not know who the boy was, but realized he was so devoted to Parvati that he stood up against him, the powerful god Shiva. The solution was that Shiva would find a way to bring him back to life by finding a new head from the first creature he encounters who has just died. Shiva and Parvati then walked through the divine countryside together and saw a young elephant who had just died. Shiva grabbed the head of the elephant and placed it on the body of Parvati's son Ganesha. He sprang to life as the beautiful boy with an elephant head, ever to be known as Ganesha. Thus, the Ganesha Ganapati principle was born, with the ability to remove obstacles and so much more. Shiva bestowed the big elephant-headed boy with divine wisdom, buddhi, and divine power, siddhi. According to Satguru Sankesha Das, author of Lord Ganesha, quote, buddhi is that illumined intellect whereby your mind is so alert that in your work you are able to see everything by the power of that illumination. And siddhi is the attainment not only of supernatural powers, but also of spiritual fulfillment. Unquote. Ganesha. Ganesha is perhaps the most widely recognized Vedic deity in the Western world, as the contemporary yoga culture has embraced him fully. Ganesha's presence is evident in many yoga studios, with his image adorning walls, yoga apparel, and even his statues holding court in the front of the room with the yoga teacher. Many yoga students and teachers are minimally informed about what Ganesha symbolizes beyond knowing he is the remover of obstacles. Traditionally in India, Ganesha is invoked at the beginning of an event or endeavor, such as starting a business or new job, getting married, moving into a new home, blessing a baby, or embarking on any new venture to ensure auspicious results. The Ganesha principle in Vedic teachings holds great importance, as this is the deity perpetually honored at the beginning of anything new, including a ceremony, sadhana, spiritual practice, or mantra discipline. When one is embarking on the path of chanting Sanskrit, Ganesha mantras are the first ones to embrace. Ganesha is always invoked at the beginning of any endeavor, spiritual practice, job, or any other fresh start to receive the blessings of Ganesha by removing obstacles to a successful undertaking. Why Ganesha is honored first. The story of the celestial race. According to one of the most well-known stories, the practice of chanting Ganesha first comes from an incident involving the gods Shiva and Vishnu during a great dispute. The celestials held a great competition to determine which among them should be honored first in all rituals. The challenge was simple in theory, but daunting in execution. Whoever could circle the universe 3 times and return first would be granted this honor. The celestials immediately took off on their powerful mounts, swift birds, majestic lions, and magical beasts. But Ganesha, with the head of an elephant and a round, heavy body, rode a small rat, the slowest of all vehicles. He paused, not out of hesitation, but out of deep thought. Ganesha calmly considered the situation. All the deities desired to be honored first. The race was a test, not just of speed, but of insight. The goal was to circle the entire universe 3 times. His own mount, a humble rat, made a literal race unwinnable. Most importantly, the race had been devised by his parents Shiva and Parvati, divine embodiments of cosmic power and love, who would not be racing, but presiding over the event. Somewhere in these details lay the answer. Ganesha began to move slowly toward his mother, Parvati, still contemplating the true nature of the challenge. When he was just a few steps away, she turned and smiled at him with radiant affection. In that moment, the solution illuminated his mind. Without a pause, Ganesha mounted his rat and began riding in a circle around his mother. He completed 3 full revolutions, his focus unwavering. As he finished, Shiva approached, placed a golden crown upon Ganesha's head, and declared him the winner. When the other deities returned, panting and surprised to see Ganesha already crowned, some were confused, even irritated. Shiva invited Ganesha to explain. Ganesha spoke calmly and clearly. Quote, "To me, the universe is not just stars in space. My divine mother embodies the entire cosmos. By circling her 3 times, I have honored the full breadth of creation, with heart, mind, and intention. She is the origin of all, and by moving around her, I have traveled the universe itself. My mother is the entire world." Unquote. Then he gently asked, "Who among you can say I am wrong?" The gods fell silent, awed by his insight and devotion. One by one, they bowed their heads in respect. A great cheer arose. "Salutations to Ganesha! Salutations to Parvati, Divine Mother and Body of the Cosmos." From that day forward, it was established that Ganesha would be honored first in every ritual, every sacred ceremony, and every new beginning as a symbol of wisdom, devotion, and right understanding. When one chants Ganesha mantras, they can activate the energy of siddhi, or magical displays in their lives. There is something known as mantra siddhi, which means that when we have chanted a specific mantra a certain number of times, usually 250,000 plus repetitions, depending on our individual karma, that mantra will remarkably yield its fruit in our life. For instance, the Ganesha Foundation or Mula mantra is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha, and I have experienced the results of mantra siddhi with that mantra in a specific way. Chanting Ganesha mantras will give power combined with wisdom. Ganesha blesses the chanter with buddhi and siddhi. Power combined with wisdom can make a heaven on earth. Ganesha is the energy we chant for when we want to remove obstacles or blockages. This includes astrological challenges that arise when we're unsure which planet in our chart may be causing difficulties, whether due to their natal positions or current transits. It's particularly relevant for those who aren't astrologers or don't yet know their natal chart, but sense that a planet is under stress. But since the deity Ganesha holds the whole cosmos in his belly, we can chant to him for any astrological issue as well. Stay tuned when I come back and share the mantras in Chapter 3 in the book, Sacred Sound Formulas to Awaken the Modern Mind. listeners, this is Jill Jardine, host of Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, and I have some exciting news. My first book, Sacred Sound Formulas to Awaken the Modern Mind, Sanskrit Mantra Techniques to Raise Your Vibration, is published, and you can get it. Go on to jilljardine.com. This book offers profound techniques that will help you shift your frequency to align with the higher vision for your life. It has been written now because it is the time on the planet that we need it. Years ago, I was told by my mantra teacher, Thomas Ashley Farhan, Namadeva Acharya, known simply as Namadeva to his students, that there would come a time when chanting mantras would be embraced and effective in restoring righteous universal order, also known as World Dharma on planet Earth. That time is now. Get your book now at jilljardine.com. Welcome back to Ganesha Mantras. In my book, I share 5 mantras in each chapter regarding the principles, such as this chapter, the Ganesha principle. So I'll share the mantra, I'll chant it with the proper pronunciation, and then I'll tell you more about it. So the first mantra is Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om means primordial sound, universal consciousness. Gam is the bija or seed sound of Ganesha. Ganapataye, to Ganesha, Lord of the Ganas, celestial attendants. Namaha, I bow, salutations. And the meaning is, salutations to Lord Ganesha, remover of obstacles and Lord of the multitudes. I'll chant it 27 times, but you need to chant it 108 to get the full benefit. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. 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 So, Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha is also known as the Ganapati mantra. The Ganapati mantra is used for removing obstacles. It bestows blessings when embarking upon a new endeavor, job, or career, and before entering into a contract or business. This crowns the outcome of these initiatives with success. In the Vedic teachings, the remover of obstacles is the Ganapati principle. Gana means power in Sanskrit, and Pati means spouse. So the literal translation of Ganapati is the spouse of power. Ganapati is a name for the Vedic deity or principle of Ganesha, who is a manifestation of the divine principle. Ganesha translates to ruler of power. The Mula mantra of Ganesha is used to usher in auspicious outcomes to a new project or undertaking. This mantra removes obstacles or blocks, known or unknown, in our body, mind, and spirit. This includes obstacles coming from outside ourselves, including from other people or circumstances. This is the most widely prescribed mantra I have given to clients and students over the years as a Sanskrit mantra instructor. They have shared stories of this mantra helping them with situations that felt overwhelming or insurmountable, and after chanting the mantra, issues were mitigated and solutions appeared. Problems were cleared. This is usually the first mantra I will recommend to clients, especially those who are new to mantra. They embrace chanting it and usually see a shift in their circumstances within 48 hours. Once the pronunciation is down, it becomes very natural to chant. Most people take to it easily, and even kids like it. Clients have told me they chant it when traveling to make things go smoothly. One of my mantra students shared the story of flying on a puddle jumper plane and hitting intense turbulence. So she immediately grabbed her mala and started chanting Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And in no time, the turbulence disappeared and they arrived at their destination intact. I have also used this mantra for traveling, to make connections on time for smooth flying, and sometimes the planes even will arrive early. As I've shared, I've experienced what is known as mantra siddhi, the awakening of a mantra's full potency through chanting Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. The moment I begin to chant, its effect begin to ripple through the seen and unseen. One particular area where this has revealed itself consistently is while driving. On numerous occasions, when I have found myself stuck behind slow-moving traffic, I'll begin chanting, and within minutes, the path ahead opens. Cars shift, lanes clear, and I'm free to move forward. I don't invoke this mantra frivolously, but when I'm en route to teach, offer healing, or be of service, Ganesha, the great remover of obstacles, responds. There's a sacred intelligence at play, one that recognizes the intention behind the chant and clears the way not just on the road, but in the energetic field surrounding the moment. Mantra number 2 in the chapter on Ganesha is Om Lakshmi Ganapataye Namaha. Om is the primordial sound, universal consciousness. Lakshmi is the goddess of wealth, abundance. Ganapati to Ganesha. Namaha, I bow, salutations. It translates to salutations to Lakshmi Ganapati, the aspect of Ganesha who brings wealth and prosperity. Chant it 27 times for you, and you chant it 108 to get the full benefits every day. Om Lakshmi Ganapataye Namaha. 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 This mantra invokes both the Ganapati principle and Lakshmi, goddess of abundance, to remove blocks to attracting greater abundance. It has the power of the foundational mantra of Ganesha combined with the principle of prosperity. This mantra unites the energies of Lakshmi and Ganesha to remove obstacles blocking prosperity. Before chanting, meditate on the specific issue you wish to clear. It is also advised to meditate on the color gold or golden Ganesha. This mantra is extremely effective in removing subconscious blocks to receiving blessings of all types, including prosperity. It has helped my clients clear issues around self-worth or lack consciousness. Lakshmi bestows access to more prosperity, while Ganesha removes any obstacles, whether they be internal or external. Sadhguru Sankaishava Das recommended that those who want wealth and prosperity to, quote, meditate on the golden color Ganesha and say this prayer. Om Lakshmi Ganapataye Namaha is one of my favorite mantras to recommend to clients over the past 20 years. My client Charles, an avid mantra chanter and Vedic astrologer, swears by this mantra for bringing in quick cash. This is one of his experiences after chanting this mantra. Quote, during a reading with Jill, I expressed concerns regarding financial difficulties, and she recommended that I chant Om Lakshmi Ganapataye Namaha. I got in the habit of doing this when I was concerned about finances, but I would also chant this mantra passively when I was shopping for necessities, groceries, etc. One day I went shopping for new work shoes. I found a pair that fit my needs, but I was concerned about the price. At the checkout desk, I was chanting this mantra in my head and asked the cashier if the store was offering any special discounts. After looking through a book of discounts, she told me she could offer me 25% off. This is just one of many examples of success with this mantra, unquote. And this mantra comes from the book Lord Ganesha by Sadhguru Sankeshava Das. Om Shipra Prasadaya Namaha. Om is a sacred sound, universal consciousness. Kshipra means quick and immediate. Prasadaya is bestower of grace or blessings, and Namaha, I bow. So it translates to salutations to the one who grants blessings swiftly. Om Kshipra Prasadaya Namaha, 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 Om Kshipra Prasadaya Namaha. This mantra is a prayer to Lord Ganesha invoking his swift blessings and grace. Kshipra means instantaneous, so this mantra can deliver instant blessings. It can bring relief to remove some oppressive obstacle or ease a situation which feels insurmountable, especially when combined with Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. If one is faced with financial difficulties that need immediate attention, Om Kshipra Prasadaya Namaha can be combined with a Lakshmi mantra such as Shreem, the seed sound for Lakshmi. This mantra combination can ease the intensity or pending financial concern and have a solution appear, sometimes in the form of unexpected money. It is also very protective when combined with Om Dum Durgaye Namaha to keep danger or unwieldy circumstances away. According to Sadhguru Sankeshava Das, quote, if some danger is coming your way and you don't know how to get rid of that trouble, with true devotion, practice this mantra for quick blessing, end quote, from his book, Lord Ganesha by Sadhguru Sankeshava Das. This mantra is one of the hidden gems in my toolbox, a secret weapon I sometimes forget to use but love sharing. It's especially powerful in a mantra stack, a sequence of complementary mantras chanted together to amplify their effects. I've seen remarkable results when clients use this mantra. One striking example is Carol, a photographer who came to me deeply anxious and behind on her mortgage. She was short $9,000 on a $10,000 payment due within days and had no upcoming work. For weeks, she had been chanting Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha and Om Shri Mahalakshmiye Namaha with dedication, but now she needed immediate help. I suggested she add Om Kshipra Prasadaya Namaha to her practice and make it her main focus. Carol began repeating the mantra as she drove home from our session. During that drive, a former client called, urgently needing photos for a new business launch within days. Carol agreed and scheduled the shoot for the next day. That evening, the client confirmed and paid her $10,000 in advance. Within 2 hours of chanting Om Kshipra Prasadaya Namaha, Carol had manifested exactly what she needed to save her home. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha. Om is sacred sound, universal consciousness. Shri, reverence, auspiciousness. Siddhi, spiritual power or success. Vinayakaya Namaha, for Vinayaka, another name for Ganesha. Namaha, I bow. Salutations to the revered Vinayaka, who grants success and accomplishments. Om Shri Siddhi Vinayakaya Namaha. 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 This mantra can also be translated as Om, may that Vinayaka, Ganapati Ganesha principle, bestow upon me the state of perfection and the powers inherent in it. Unquote. This mantra can help the aspirant attain the siddhi or special blessings of Ganesha. Some examples of siddhis were described earlier in the book, such as clairvoyance, clairaudience, prophecy, knowledge of one's past lives, knowledge of the past, present, and future, freedom from hunger and thirst, and freedom from the effects of heat and cold. According to Namadeva, this mantra, quote, invokes energy accelerating the process of inner perfection. As part of the process, supermundane abilities will manifest at some point. This mantra invokes the grace of Ganesha during this Kali Yuga, end quote. This mantra salutes and invokes the power of Ganesha to overcome evil and overcome any difficulty. It brings success in the wake of all activities. Vinayaka is the Lord of problems, so they will start to resolve and come under control when chanting this mantra. I chant this mantra sometimes before doing readings for clients to obtain Ganesha's assistance in helping the session go well. I have noticed that after chanting this mantra, the siddhis of clairaudience and prophecy seem to flow forth more effortlessly during the reading. Om Vigna Nashanaya Namaha. Om is sacred sound, universal consciousness. Vigna is obstacles. Nashanaya, destroyer or remover. Namaha, I bow or salute. Salutations to the remover of obstacles. Om Vigna Nashanaya Namaha. 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 Om Vignanashanaya 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 Namaha. This mantra also translates to, quote, salutations to Ganesha as the dissolver of blockages, unquote. It invokes Ganesha to remove every impediment in your life. By consistently chanting this mantra with devotion, all obstacles and blocked energy are released. This is a very good mantra to chant when you feel there are obstacles or forces opposing you, but you're not sure of their origin. For example, are these obstacles coming from others, or from circumstances, or from within oneself? It's also a very good mantra for clearing blockages along the spine. I recommend it to my clients to chant before they get a chiropractic adjustment or other form of healing, to open up the spinal channel before their therapy. This mantra could also be applied as a healing mantra with other mantras from the chapter on healing. I suggested to my chiropractor that just before he adjusts clients that he chant Om Vignanashanaya Namaha and notice if there was a difference or ease in his chiropractic adjustments. The answer was a resounding yes. He felt as if his hands were being guided on the patient's back right to where they were blocked and energy was stuck. One patient was amazed at how he honed in on the place where they felt pain. There's also so much heat that was released after the stuck area was adjusted. I have also used this mantra when I feel I need a chiropractic adjustment but can't get to the chiropractor for several days. Chanting this mantra opens up the spinal pathway, and I can feel the blocked energy release and then clear up through the nadis. I hope you enjoyed this episode on Sacred Sound Formulas to Awaken the Modern Mind. Sanskrit Mantras to Raise Your Vibration by Parashakti Jill Jardine with Dr. Alexi Jardine Martel. Remember to download, subscribe, share for sure, and give us a 5-star review. This is Cosmic Scene with Jill Jardine, sending mantra, meditations, and movement, and healing Sanskrit serenity through the quantum field.